How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Riley here, and today, you guys, yet again, I am bringing you all another brand new NBA video right here on my channel. And today, you guys, we are coming at you with another 2K simulation, one that I thought of recently and actually figured that it would be a pretty good idea for a video. And we're going to be running through the simulation of what if Kevin Durant never went to the Golden State Warriors. Now, we all obviously know, you guys, in 2016, Kevin Durant left the Oklahoma City Thunder to join the Golden State Warriors to create one of the most overpowered and craziest dynasties the NBA has ever seen. So already from the title, you can probably tell it's very self-explanatory. We are going to be seeing what would happen if Kevin Durant never went to Golden State. So as you can see, I'm going to be going over to the rosters. Right now, we are on the Oklahoma City Thunder, and we are at the beginning of the 2015-16 season. And we have a 94 overall Kevin Durant paired up with Russell Westbrook, Enes Kanter, Serge Ibaka, Steven Adams. You know the whole roster. If you remember this and you were an Oklahoma City Thunder fan, now we are going over to the Golden State Warriors, where here we have the 73-win team in Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, Andre Iguodala, Harrison Barnes. You guys know the rest. There is your starting five. And along with that, every other roster should typically be the same. I did download this from the NBA 2K rosters, so it should all be correct. But yes, as I said, this is before the Warriors 73-win season. So without further ado, we're going to jump into it and simulate and see how this 2015 to 2016 season pans out with the 2K simulation. We're going to see if anything differs. But before we actually hop into this simulation, I just want to say that if you guys are brand new viewers to the channel and you're liking what you're seeing so far, or you are coming from a previous video and you have not done this for some odd reason, please, you guys, I'm highly encouraging each and every one of you guys to stop this video right now. Like, click that pause button and make sure to go down below and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You guys are not going to regret doing this. I absolutely promise you that. It's free, it's easy, and it just gets you guys my content that much faster. And just coming and checking my channel every now and then. And while you guys are down there hitting that button, make sure to hit the push notification button as well. That way you guys get updates and notifications on your phone instantly when I post a brand new video. You guys don't want to miss out. So for any of you guys who do this for me, I really do appreciate it. But without further ado, let's jump into this simulation of what the NBA would be like if Kevin Durant never went to the Golden State Warriors. So like I said, I am in the 2015 to 2016 season right now. We're going to see how this season pans out. I have everything on automatic, and we are just going to go all the way to the end and see how the NBA is after this year in 2K. Alright, you guys, we are to the end of season number 1 here, and I'm pretty sure the Oklahoma City Thunder had a better record than what they had at the end of this simulation, as they finished with a 50-32 record, so not terrible. But as we remember, we saw the first ever unanimous MVP in Stephen Curry this year, and you can see he won it again, averaging 35-8 for the year. We got Rookie of the Year D'Angelo Russell on the Los Angeles Lakers. That is really weird to see. We got Jeremy Lin winning 6th Man of the Year. We got Kawhi Leonard winning DPOY on the Spurs, and to top it off, we got Most Improved Player in Brook Lopez on the Brooklyn Nets, and Coach of the Year is Nick Nurse with the Toronto Raptors, who finished 65-17. And you have to remember, this is the team with DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry. Kawhi Leonard is obviously not on the Raptors yet, so that is very interesting. Now we're going into the first teams and etc., all the NBA teams, and we got Steph, Russell Westbrook, LeBron James, AD, and Boogie rounding out the first team. With the second team, we got James Harden, Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, Kevin Durant. You guys can generally read the rest. We got Kyle Lowry making third team. We got Kyrie still on the Cavs making the third team All-NBA. For the all-defensive first team, you guys can see him. I'm not going to read all of them. I did see Westbrook got second team for the all-defense. But other than that, that is the end of it. And we actually got the 4 seed with the Oklahoma City Thunder. But again, remember, I am not controlling anybody. I'm not in command of anything. I am under control of every team, and I've set everything to automatic. So I am not in control of anything. We're just going to go over to the player stats, and we're going to see what happened and who led who for the stats of the Oklahoma City Thunder. We're going to see how good each person did. Now with the player stats, we have Kevin Durant, who averaged 27, 7, and 5. That is a pretty good season on his part. With Russell Westbrook, we got 26, 10, and 9, just under a triple-double for the year. That's actually pretty crazy. And we got Serge Ibaka, Thaddeus Young, Enes Kanter. Except, did they trade for Thaddeus Young? Because I'm almost positive Thaddeus Young was not on this team. Yeah, there's no way. They definitely traded someone for Thaddeus Young. They had to have. Otherwise, I'm just crazy. But regardless of the fact, let's go over to the Golden State Warriors. We had Curry, who averaged 31, MVP again. We got Klay averaging 21. They traded for JJ Barea, apparently, who finished with 14. Draymond Green with 13. Maurice Spates with 12. Again, this team is just insane. Let's go over to the actual standing and see what they finished with a record-wise. And they finished off with a 60-22 record, which is obviously nowhere near the 73-win season. And this is the exact same team that got the 73-win season. Bear with me there. I should remind you of that. But this is how the final standings panned out. We are the 4 seed. I shouldn't say we, but the Oklahoma City Thunder are a 4 seed. So without further ado, we're going to simulate the playoffs, and we're going to see if the Golden State Warriors can actually make it back to the finals. But you have to remember, Cleveland was the team that won this year. So we must be reminded of that, and we actually came out with a sweep. Not we, but the Oklahoma City Thunder came out with a sweep in the first round, and now we got the matchup of the Golden State Warriors and the Oklahoma City Thunder in the second round. And wow, it looks like the Warriors, okay, they're not going to sweep, but they have won it in 5. And now moving on, we have the Memphis Grizzlies and the Golden State Warriors matched up with Toronto and Cleveland, and it looks like Toronto has swept the Cleveland Cavaliers in 2016. Oh my god. All right, and the Golden State Warriors and the Toronto Raptors are facing off in the NBA Finals, and oh my goodness. Oh my god, the Toronto Raptors, led by DeMar DeRozan, being the Finals MVP, have knocked off the Golden State Warriors in 7 games. Wow, all right, 2K has a different way of things going. We had DeMar DeRozan, Finals MVP, averaging 26, 3, and 4. Wow, all right, that's not what I expected at all, but we see the Golden State Warriors lose in 2016 yet again. So you have to wonder, if by Oklahoma City losing to Golden State again in the playoffs, do you think that Kevin Durant's actually going to go to Golden State again? I'm really hoping not, because that would defeat the entire purpose of this video. But without further ado, we are going to simulate past free agency, and we are going to see who goes where in the 2016 offseason with this huge mix-up of who made it where in the playoffs this year. Ladies and gentlemen, all I have to say is Kevin Durant is no longer on the Oklahoma City Thunder. You can see right now we are past the free agency period, and Kevin Durant's name is not in the team roster of the Oklahoma City Thunder. So now we just have to figure out where he went. I'm really hoping it's not the Golden State Warriors, because like I already said, that would completely defeat the purpose of this video. But we are going to go into the rosters, and we are going to see where Kevin Durant actually signed. I'm waiting for it right now. He did not sign with the Golden State Warriors. All right, that's good. That is good. He did not sign with Golden State, and it really doesn't look like Golden State picked up anybody else of that caliber. That is for sure. We don't see we see OJ Mayo. All right, and Matt Dellavedova on the Warriors now. All right, that's interesting. He's not on the Wizards, not on the Sixers, not on the Bucks. He's not. Wow, Kevin Durant has signed with the Chicago Bulls, teaming up with Jimmy Butler, Derrick Rose, Taj Gibson, Nikola Mirotic. Domantas Sabonis got drafted by the Bulls, I'm pretty sure. Oh my god, we got Sloan Zizic, Jordan Crawford. All right, we have just seen one of the greatest players in the NBA after the 2016 season go to the Chicago Bulls instead of the Golden State Warriors. All right, you guys, this is huge. This is exactly what I was hoping for. Now we get to see Kevin Durant, what he can do with the Chicago Bulls. He left the Oklahoma City Thunder again. I really wanted that to happen as well, and I obviously did not want to see him go to Golden State, and this is exactly what we needed. We're going to go through the rest of the teams, and we're going to see if anybody else made some major signings. We see Eric Gordon went to the Cleveland Cavaliers, so nothing major happened there. But we're going to keep going. Andre Drummond on the Boston Celtics. We still got Chris Paul and Blake Griffin on the Clippers. We still got the entire Lob City lineup there practically. The Griffs, yeah, nothing changing here. The Hawks got Paul Millsap. All right. The Heat got Bradley Beal teamed up with Chris Bosh. All right, you guys, this is so weird. Like, seriously, this is what I mean. With doing this simulation, the entire NBA can change. You see that Gordon Hayward still got 1 year left with the Utah Jazz in this situation. Boogie is still on the Kings, and Dwayne Wade has signed on the Kings. All right, that is pretty crazy. We got Melo on the Knicks still with KP. We got Kobe on the Lakers still. We got Vic still on the Magic. He has not been traded, and he probably won't because of the Paul George situation, but we're moving on. Devin Booker is on the Denver Nuggets. What is going on, dude? What? Seriously. The entire NBA landscape is changed forever. We still got Paul George on the Pacers. Nothing has happened there. We got Anthony Davis on the Pelicans still. Nothing major. Tobias Harris still on the Pistons. The NBA champions, Toronto Raptors, have not made that much of a difference. They have Hassan Whiteside now, apparently. All right, that's very interesting considering they still have Jonas Valanciunas. But we're moving on. Dirk is on the Rockets, along with Tim Duncan and James Harden, you guys. Seriously, I'm literally clueless right now. I have no idea what is going on, and I have no idea what to think of this. But we got to keep going. We got to keep showing you what is going on. Kawhi Leonard still on the Spurs with LaMarcus Aldridge and Tony Parker. We got Danny Green. All right, that's basically the same team still. And Oklahoma City has actually signed CJ McCollum. All right, so after Kevin Durant has left, CJ McCollum has taken the spot at the 2 guard for them. So that's very interesting. But other than that, with Marquise Chris Davis. They got Thaddeus Young last year. You guys remember that. But other than that, we have gone through every single team, and those are the changes. That is how much 1 year and one different champion and one different signing has changed the NBA landscape. That's just crazy to think about what could have happened if Kevin Durant did not go to the Golden State Warriors, but I'm really excited to see what this Chicago Bulls team can do with Kevin Durant, and without further ado, we're going to simulate to the beginning of the next season. All right, you guys, I am now observing the Chicago Bulls. We're going to simulate to the end of the year, and we're going to see how this team can do. All right, you guys, we are to the end of the 2016 to 2017 season, and we did not see the Chicago Bulls team do as good as I expected, if I'm going to be honest with you, but they still finished out with a 53-29 record, and you see that Steph Curry, without Kevin Durant plaguing his numbers, I guess, wins another MVP in the 2017 season, averaging 29, 6, and 9 for the entire year, shooting 44% from 3. We have Dennis Schroeder winning 6th Man of the Year. We got Draymond Green winning DPOY, averaging 14, 11, and 8 for the Warriors. That's actually pretty ridiculous. Most improved player is Jabari Parker for the Portland Trailblazers, so that is very interesting to see right there. And Kerr wins Coach of the Year, finishing off with a 62-20 record with the Golden State Warriors. So you can clearly tell there's still a pretty tough team to deal with here, but we got the first team honors right here. Curry, Harden, LeBron, Blake Griffin, DeMarcus Cousins, so that's interesting. That Kevin Durant did not win first or second team, but he did get 13 with the third team with the Chicago Bulls. You can see it right there. All defensive team, we got Jimmy Butler on the Bulls as well, but that's pretty much rounding out anyone that made it for the Bulls. But you can see the different teams of anybody that's different in the all NBA teams right here. All right, you guys, and I'm not sure, but for some reason, when I am doing this kind of like rewind in history and doing a simulation, it does not consider the rookie classes that I bring into these as actual rookies. Like you can see here, Brandon Ingram averaged about 17, 6, and 4 for the Brooklyn Nets because he got drafted by them this year, but he's technically not considered a rookie with what I am doing, so he probably would have won Rookie of the Year, or someone else would have that was an actual rookie this year, but only auto-generated players were thrown into the rookie category. I'm not sure why, but I want to clear that up right now. That is why I did not show you Rookie of the Year, because it was an auto-generated player, and it was clearly not the best rookie. But without further ado, after saying that, we're going to look at our season numbers this year, and Kevin Durant led the Chicago Bulls with numbers of 24, 6, and 5 for the entire year. I was kind of hoping he was going to win an MVP, I'm not going to lie, but we had Kevin Durant averaging 24, and then we had Jimmy Butler averaging 19, and D Rose averaging 18. That's actually pretty crazy when looking at it with the big three like that, putting up numbers like that. Pretty insane. The scoring title went to James Harden. Steph Curry was in second. Bradley Beal finished third in the entire league in scoring. All right, that's pretty ridiculous. That's actually pretty surprising to me. But without further ado, after looking at those numbers, we see that we got the 2 seed behind the Cleveland Cavaliers. And again, you see the Golden State Warriors got the 1 seed again. So without further ado, we are going to simulate the playoffs once again, and we are going to see what unfolds in the 2017 NBA season. So this is very interesting so far. You can see that the Bulls are up 3-1 on the Boston Celtics, on 3-2 now, and now it's 3-3, and they win it in 7. All right, they barely get out of the first round, and now they're taking on the Atlanta Hawks, and they're down 2-1. They're down 3-1. Oh my God. Wow. All right. Kevin Durant going to the Chicago Bulls. Clearly not his best choice if he wanted to win a title, because they got knocked out in the second round by the Atlanta Hawks. And now we are going to be seeing potentially a Golden State Warriors and Cleveland Cavaliers matchup. And we are. And this is a 2017 matchup without Kevin Durant. We're going to see what is going to happen. Cleveland has home court advantage, and they end up knocking off the Golden State Warriors. In a mere 6 games, we see LeBron James take home Finals MVP, averaging 28, 9, and 12 assists per game. Oh my God, he shot 58% from 3 for the entire final, and 60% from the field total. Oh my God. All right, we see LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers take home the 2017 title, which is absolutely insane, you guys. You guys know what I mean when I'm saying that absolute pandemonium struck the NBA. It is completely different than what it was. Not with the finals matchup, I guess I should say, because the Cavs and the Warriors were actually the finals matchup in this year as well. But without Kevin Durant making that team overloaded, we see the Cleveland Cavaliers actually were able to come out of this one as NBA champions. And the idea of what I'm doing with this simulation, I feel like we're going to go all the way up to the current time in the NBA right now. We're going to go up to this date. We're going to go to the end of the 2019 season, and we're going to see how much different it is for each and every team, and for who's going to win the finals, who's going to win MVPs, etc. So I will see you guys at the end of this year's free agency and off season, and I will see you at the beginning of the 2018 season. All right, you guys, we are into the 2017 to 2018 season. I'm going to show you guys a look at what this Kevin Durant-led Chicago Bulls team looks like right now, considering they were able to keep Jimmy Butler and Derrick Rose. So the starting 5 loadout is D Rose, Jimmy Butler, Kevin Durant, Taj Gibson, and Zizic, and you can see the bench right here is a little bit different. They got Tiago Splinter, okay, Domantas Sabonis, Sloan Bogut, and Ian Clark, but he's not playing. So this is essentially a 9-man lineup you can see right here, so it's not too bad. All right, you guys, I literally have no idea what to think of this right now. I literally am just like shocked. We have Giannis Antetokounmpo on the Memphis Grizzlies. with Marc Gasol, Mike Conley, Tony Allen, and Lance Stevenson. Dude, what has the NBA turned into? Like this is all from one guy not going to the Golden State Warriors. How much this has all changed. It's honestly just ridiculous. I'm going through everything else again. It doesn't look like that much is changing. We have Donovan Mitchell being drafted by the Charlotte Hornets. All right, so that's kind of crazy, but as we keep going through, we're not noticing anything too crazy yet, I don't think. I'm gonna let you guys know if I do see something. We see Jaylen Brown on the Lakers. Oh my God, Jeremy Lamb, Mike Scott, Dwayne Dedmon. This Lakers team is just unbelievable. But yeah, after that, after seeing Giannis is on the Grizzlies, that just absolutely blows my mind. I'm just gonna simulate through this entire year. We're gonna see how the season ends. We're gonna see who's gonna win the finals in the 2018 season. All right, you guys, we are to the end of the 2018 season. We see LeBron James take home MVP, and I also should mention they finished with a 52-30 record this year. So actually worse than what they were last year, surprisingly enough, but we see LeBron take home MVP. Rookie of the year again, we don't have to worry about that. I already explained that. We got Miles Turner as 6th man of the year. We got Draymond Green winning DPOY again, averaging 13, 11, and 7. He's just an absolute beast for that Warriors team. And then we got Pekovic winning most improved player of the year, averaging 15.5, 11, and 0 assists. All right, pretty decent. We got Steve Kerr finishing with coach of the year yet again. They finished with a 16-22 record for I think the 3rd straight season in a row. So that's something, but we did not see Steph Curry win MVP. We're gonna see what he averaged this year. Actually, he averaged 27.5, so his numbers went down slightly, but he definitely could have won MVP again, to say the very least. But we got first team right here. We got Steph, John Wall, LeBron, AD, DeMarcus Cousins. We're gonna keep going through. We got Giannis making 2nd team on the Memphis Grizzlies. Still can't get over that, but we got the 2nd team right here. KD made 2nd team this year. That's good to see. And then we got Jimmy Butler on All-NBA 3rd team. And then we got All-Defensive team, Jimmy Butler first yet again. So yeah, we're going to go through the rest of them. We don't need to look at rookie teams, but you can see those now. And in the playoffs this year, the Chicago Bulls were a 3 seed. So it's not looking that good for Kevin Durant's business decision to go join the Chicago Bulls. But we're going to go to the stats this year. We're just going to check those at the end of every year. I know you guys probably want to see those. And we're hopping into them right now. We got Kevin Durant, who averaged 27 roughly, 6 and 4 this year. Not too bad. We had D Rose at an 85 overall, who averaged 20.5, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists per game. So that's not bad at all. And then we had Jimmy Butler averaging 20 points, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists per game. So this big 3 should honestly be doing better than what they have been for the entire last 2 seasons that they have all been together. Like, you would think that this team would be accomplishing more than what they are in the regular season, and with having a 2nd round exit last year. But we see Kevin Durant finish 2nd in the entire NBA. In overall scoring, we are at Boogie at 3rd, Kyrie at 4, LeBron at 5. So that's actually pretty interesting. But we saw Steph Curry lead the league in scoring yet again. Actually, last year, I'm pretty sure it was Harden, but I'm pretty sure 2 years ago, Curry had it as well. So yeah, there's that. And now, without further ado, we are back into the playoffs. We see Cleveland has the 1 seed again, as does Golden State. It's the same as always in that case scenario. But hopefully we can get a different finals matchup this year. The Bulls got the Boston Celtics first round. Currently up 2-1. We see Cleveland down 2-1 right now. Chicago's up 3-2 right now. And Cleveland gets eliminated first round, and the Bulls move on in the first round in 7 games yet again, and now they're going up against Toronto. Wow, I cannot believe that Cleveland got eliminated. We see Golden State still alive. Chicago is currently up 3-2 in the 2nd round, and it's in game 7, and they win. Okay, so in 2 7-game series, Chicago has moved on to the Eastern Conference Finals. They're currently up. It's tied 2-2 with the Washington Wizards. Oh my God, they're down 3-2. Game 7. And the Chicago Bulls get eliminated again. Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals. The Chicago Bulls get eliminated, and we see the Warriors up 3-2. And the Golden State Warriors win the 2018 NBA Finals with Steph Curry winning MVP, averaging 27.5, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds a game. That's my bad. Currently at a 96 overall at the age of 31. They win the finals yet again in the 2017 to 2018 season. And wow, like, I know I'm not controlling Chicago. I know it's their own destiny. Everything's on automatic, but I just feel bad for that. I mean, I wanted to see Chicago make it to the NBA Finals. I want to see Kevin Durant make it to the NBA Finals with the Bulls at least one time. But we're seeing through all these games, Kevin Durant put up 31. All right, so that's it. And the Wizards are a team built with John Wall, Ben Simmons, Brandon Jennings, Marcin Gortat, Steven Adams, J.R. Smith, Otto Porter, Markieff Morris, Aaron Aflalo, and Thabo Sefolosha, and Luke Kennard, who doesn't even play. But they did fall short in the NBA Finals, so that's the end of the 2018 season. We got one more season to go to see if Kevin Durant can get a championship with this Chicago Bulls team. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it. We're going to have to wait and see. All right, you guys, hopping into the next season, the 2018 to 2019 season, we see the Chicago Bulls were still able to keep and maintain their big 3 of D Rose, Jimmy Butler, and Kevin Durant, which actually really surprises me because I figured after them being not successful in the last 2 NBA playoffs that one of them would want to leave either Jimmy Butler or Derrick Rose. But now we got Sabonis and Thiago Splinter finishing off the starting 5. And then we got Jeremy Lin as our 6th man, Taj Gibson, Jakar Sampson, Mike Muscala, and Marco Bellinelli. All right, so this team's interesting. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to get a championship out of this team. I'm just going to be straight up with that. This will probably be the end of the Big Three era between KD, Jimmy Butler, and Derrick Rose. If they are not able to obtain a championship in this year, it will be considered a major failure. Jaylen Brown being the highest overall player on the Lakers with D'Angelo Russell and Aaron Gordon, as I mentioned earlier. So that's actually really interesting to look at. Just so weird as you go through all of it. But without further ado, that's the end of looking at that. Now we're going to advance to the end of this season and see if the Chicago Bulls can actually at least make it to the finals. I want to see that. All right, you guys, I'm not sure what happened, but the scoring in this league was absolutely ridiculous this year. So I'm figuring that one of the rules was changed and I forgot to look at it and reject it, because we see Stephen Curry finish the year averaging 41.5 points per game, which is absolutely absurd. And I'm pretty sure my team averaged around like 150 points for the entire year. So that is just ridiculous. We're not going to consider those actual numbers, but we have DeAndre Ayton winning Rookie of the Year with the Brooklyn Nets. Brandon Knight winning 6th Man of the Year. We got Draymond Green winning DPOY for like the 3rd or 4th straight year in a row. I'm not even sure what it is. We got Nikola Mirotic winning Most Improved Player, and we got Steve Kerr with the Golden State Warriors finishing 62-20. I swear to God, every year of this simulation, they've either finished 62-20 or 60-22. That's absolutely absurd. And with the Bulls, they finished with a record of 46-36. So honestly, the worst year they've had so far. But we see the first team right here. We got Steph, Kyrie Irving, Giannis on the Grizzlies. Kevin Durant made first team this year, so that's actually pretty cool. DeMarcus Cousins on the Kings, and then we got second team right here. You guys can read it yourself. I really don't want to. But either way, let's go into the player stats this year. They're absolutely going to be absurd with the amount of scoring there was. And Kevin Durant finished the year averaging 32.5. Jimmy Butler finished with 24. D Rose finished with 23. Jeremy Lin 17. Sabonis 11. Yeah, something definitely happened with the scoring. Memphis number 2. What is this lineup? We got Mike Conley, Jamal Crawford, Giannis, Jaren Jackson, Marc Gasol, Dennis Smith Jr. 6th man, Brandon White, Muhammad, Tony Allen. Wow, all right, that's actually pretty cool. We got the playoffs right here in the West. Again, nothing that much out of the ordinary except for the Memphis Grizzlies. But without further ado, we're just going to get to the end. We're in the playoff tree. We are going to see what the Bulls can do, if they can even win a series. And they're down 3-0 right now to the Orlando Magic, and they get swept. Oh my God. All right, so you can clearly tell from this that Kevin Durant's decision to go to the Chicago Bulls was a complete disaster. And the Golden State Warriors win the NBA Finals once again, with Steph Curry being your Finals MVP, finishing with averages of 44, 7, and 8.5 points per game. All right, this scoring is absolutely ridiculous. I apologize for that. I have no idea what rule changed. If I knew how to go back and look, I would. I know there's some way, but I'm not going to waste any time doing that. But one of the rules clearly changed, but you can obviously tell after going through this final season of where we are today, that was the 2019 season, that Kevin Durant going to the Chicago Bulls in this simulation was, honestly, in the best way possible to describe it, a complete disaster. They made it to the Eastern Conference Finals one time in the last 3 years, and they lost in Game 7, so they were never even able to make it to an NBA Finals and get an appearance there. Though this kind of makes you think, like, honestly, I know it's only NBA 2K19, it's only a simulation, but was Kevin Durant's best option to actually go to the Golden State Warriors? But you guys, after going through this very long video, I'm thinking that's going to mark the end of this simulation here today. This took me about an hour to record, so yes, it did take a long time, but I feel like it's well worth it in my opinion. But if you guys did enjoy the video in any way, shape, or form, I'm highly encouraging each and every one of you to go down below and slap a like on it for me. You guys know how much the support means on every single video. I honestly cannot say it enough, and I'm going to say it at the end of every single video because you guys deserve it. But again, if you guys are new, make sure to go down below and subscribe as well. We're coming out with brand new NBA videos every single week, and I got a ton of stuff planned going forward. You don't want to miss out. I promise you that. This is only the beginning. So once again, I thank all of you guys for watching. If you're still here, I love each and every one of you. You all know that, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace!